12-year-old Aiden Cruz lives in a crowded neighborhood in Manila where narrow alleyways echo with the sound of tricycles, vendors, and children playing. Despite the chaos around him, Aiden always finds a small patch of cracked pavement behind their apartment building, his stage. Every afternoon, right after school, he slips on his worn-out black loafers and plugs in the old earphones a neighbor gave him. The left side barely works, but it's enough. On his cracked phone screen, he replays the same video of Michael Jackson performing Billie Jean live. He watches every detail: the glide, the hand flick, the spin. Then he tries it himself. At first, he stumbles. His feet drag instead of gliding, his balance leans too far back, his spins wobble. But day by day, his movements sharpen. His moonwalk becomes smoother, his rhythm more natural. Soon kids in the neighborhood gather around, cheering him on as he practices. Some even call him Little Michael. His mother, Alma, stands by the doorway as she usually does after returning from her long shift cleaning hotel rooms. She watches her son, exhausted but smiling. Aiden dances not just for fun, but because it's the only time the stress in his young heart disappears. Their life is hard, money is tight, and his father works far away, but dancing gives him hope. One humid afternoon, as the sun sets behind the crowded rooftops, Aiden doesn't notice a man watching from the street. The stranger, a local talent scout, had been passing by when he saw the boy's perfect moonwalk. He waits until Aiden finishes, then approaches with a smile. "You're incredible," he says. "Have you ever thought about performing on a big stage?" Aiden freezes. That single question will change his life forever. The moment Aiden walks onto the America's Got Talent stage, his breath catches. The stage is enormous, far bigger than anything he ever imagined. The bright lights sweep across him, reflecting off the polished floor. The audience stretches into the darkness like an ocean of faces and whispers. His heart pounds so hard he can feel it in his throat. He grips the microphone with both hands. "Hi, my name is Aiden Cruz," he says in a trembling voice. Simon leans back in his chair, studying him with a mixture of curiosity and skepticism. Sophia gives a warm smile, Heidi waves sweetly, and Howie tilts his head, waiting. "And what will you be doing for us today?" Simon asks. Aiden swallows. His palms are sweating. I will perform, like Michael Jackson." A small murmur ripples through the audience. Some people raise their eyebrows, another MJ impersonator. A kid, can he really pull it off? Aiden shifts his weight nervously. He suddenly feels tiny, like the whole world is staring at him. He thinks of home, his cracked pavement stage, the kids cheering for him, his mother watching with tired but loving eyes. For a moment, he wants to run backstage and hide. The music technician looks at him. "Ready?" he asks softly. Aiden nods, though he isn't sure he is. The opening beat of Billie Jean booms from the speakers. The sound vibrates through the stage. But instead of dancing, Aiden stands frozen. His legs won't move, his chest tightens. The judges exchange worried glances. A whisper of doubt moves through the crowd. But backstage, his mother whispers under her breath, "You can do it, Anik." Aiden closes his eyes, and in that single breath, everything begins to change. The beat of Billie Jean pulses through the speakers, and Aiden stands motionless for one painful second. Then he inhales sharply, slow, controlled, just like he practiced back home. He hears his mother's voice in his mind, "Believe in yourself. Dance like you're still in Manila." Aiden lifts his head. The audience leans forward. With a single, precise step, he taps the floor twice. Tap, tap. A shockwave of confidence surges through him. His shoulders shift into that unmistakable MJ posture, chin low, chest out. The theater suddenly goes quiet, sensing something is about to happen. Then, Aiden glides. It's not just a moonwalk, it's flawless. Smooth, effortless. He moves as if gravity loosens its grip on him. The audience bursts into cheers, but Aiden doesn't break character. His expression sharpens, focused and cool, channeling the king of pop without imitating him too literally. He spins, once, twice, landing on the beat with perfect control. The judges sit up straight. Heidi's eyes widen. Sophia claps with excitement. Even Simon's eyebrows shoot up in disbelief. Aiden's hands slice through the air with crisp, electric snaps. His footwork is razor sharp, his rhythm impeccable. Every move feels alive with purpose. He doesn't just copy MJ, he understands him. He feels the music in his bones. And then comes the moment that sends the crowd into chaos. Aiden leans forward, places his toes on the stage, and holds a steady toe stand, longer than any child his age should be able to. The theater erupts. People jump from their seats, screaming. Phones flash. The judges exchange stunned looks. But Aiden doesn't hear any of it. He's lost in the music, in the dream he's carried since he was little. This is no longer an audition. It's a transformation. As Aiden comes out of his final spin and lands perfectly on the beat, the entire theater explodes with noise. Cheers erupt like a wave crashing through the room. People stand so fast that their seats slam back in unison. Some shout his name, others scream in disbelief, and dozens lift their phones to record the moment they know is going viral. Heidi jumps to her feet, clapping wildly. "Oh my God," she shouts over the roaring crowd. Sophia covers her mouth, eyes wide, shaking her head as if she can't believe what she just witnessed. Howie is pointing both hands at Aiden, pacing in excitement. That was unreal, he yells, unable to stay still. And then there is Simon. He's not clapping, not yet. He sits completely still, leaning forward with his elbows on the desk. His face shows that rare expression that fans recognize instantly, the look he gets when he knows he's witnessing something once in a season, maybe once in a lifetime. His eyes are locked on Aiden with a mix of astonishment and deep admiration. Aiden himself stands frozen at center stage, chest heaving, sweat on his forehead. This is the loudest applause he has ever heard in his life. Back home, 5 or 6 neighborhood kids would clap for him. Here, thousands are screaming. Backstage, his mother breaks into uncontrollable tears. She covers her mouth, whispering, my son, my son." She's shaking so hard that a staff member gently places a hand on her shoulder. The cheering grows louder, louder than before. The crowd begins chanting, "Go, Den! Go, Den! Go, Den!" Aiden's eyes well up. He bows deeply, overwhelmed but glowing. Little does he know the most life-changing moment is seconds away. The applause is still shaking the theater when Simon finally pushes back his chair and begins to stand. The movement is slow, deliberate, almost dramatic. The crowd senses what might be coming and instantly grows louder. Aiden, still breathless, looks up in disbelief as Simon steps forward, eyes locked on him. Simon places both hands on the judge's table and leans into the microphone. The room quiets just enough to hear him speak. "Aiden," Simon says, voice steady but filled with something rare, emotion. "What you just did, that wasn't just a performance. It wasn't an imitation, it was art, and you, young man, are a star." Aiden's lips tremble. His mother backstage lets out a sob. She can't hold back. Simon continues, "I've watched countless Michael Jackson tributes. But I have never, ever, seen one done with this much passion, precision, and heart. You didn't copy him, you honored him." The audience erupts again, and Simon raises a hand for silence. "And for that," he says, stepping back from the mic. He glances at the golden buzzer. The crowd screams. Aiden's heart stops. Simon smiles. Boom. His hand slams down on the golden buzzer. Time slows. A burst of gold shoots upward, filling the entire stage with glittering confetti. The music swells, lights flare, and the audience jumps to their feet with a roar so loud it rattles the cameras. Aiden looks up, mouth open, tears streaming down his cheeks. Backstage, his mother collapses into her hands, shaking. Staff rushes to help her as she cries uncontrollably from pride and joy. Aiden falls to his knees as golden confetti rains over him. Simon steps onto the stage, giving him a proud, fatherly smile. "Aiden," he says softly, "welcome to the live shows. A dream born on a cracked pavement in Manila has just taken flight on the world's biggest stage."